keys in hand, Michigan trees turning red and tan. V8 thunder under his feet, Wrangler 392, it's time to eat. Ribbons of asphalt calling his name, grin so wide he's winning the game. Vroom vroom goes the heart of the beast, rolling west where the sun won't see. Some man, a Jeep, a simple plan, out on the road is where the healing began. Each mile pass makes them feel whole. They say road trips are good for the soul. California waits, but he's on track. Freedom whispers, you're so back. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Truck Show. We're gonna show you what we know. We're gonna answer what the truck, 'cause truck rhymes with the Truck Show. We have the lifted, we have the lowered, and everything in between. We'll talk about trucks that run on diesel, electricity, and on gasoline. The Truck Show, the Truck Show, the Truck Show. Whoa, whoa.
It's the Truck Show with your host, Holman.
The Truck Show podcast and Holman's Redemption Run Road Trip is brought to you by some great sponsors like AMSOIL. You can go to AMSOIL.com, get yourself the best synthetics, or if you need a knife to go along with your truck, Kershaw Knives. Kershaw Knives can be found at kershaw.kiusa.com. And of course, OVR Magazine. Go to OVRmag.com and get yourself a digital or print subscription. Use our discount code and get yourself a discount. Please help me to keep the Truck Show podcast free by leaving reviews on Apple and Spotify, and also by supporting our sponsors. Well, I figured this would be a good time to check in, and I'm leaving a gas station, so go figure. Got 1,500 miles on this thing, and that means I can let her rip to merge onto the freeway. I figured maybe you wanted to hear that and crack the window a little bit so you can hear it all in its glory. Alright, that was 70. That was the first wide open run I've done in this thing, so I've been really good. I did a couple half throttle passes and things like that, but that was the first time. You guys get to go along with me for the first time I did wide open throttle in the new Jeep. So let's see, what's today? Today's day 2. Yesterday I ended up in Iowa, and today I went from Iowa and drove all the way to Colorado. So I'm going to spend the night near Denver and then ways beyond. But so far so good. A little bit of weather, been averaging just around 15 miles per gallon today, and this thing's been great. I thought for sure it would ride bad with the high capacity springs, but it doesn't. It's wonderful. So it's been super comfortable, and probably one of the best riding, nicest Jeeps that I think I've ever driven, and I have driven a lot of them and known a lot of them. Then figured I'd just chat about like what AEV did. I need to do a walk around, so I'll probably do a little video walk around, throw it up on social. But while I'm sitting here driving and I've got an hour till my destination, I figured, well, this would be a good time. So went through and got the JL370 package. So that package is your basic AEV factory build. You get the build plate in the door with the serial number, and you get your 37s, lift kit, your choice of shocks, your choice of springs, your choice of front bumper, all that, and then you can add from there. So I'll just try and go through everything in my mind while I'm driving that I can think about that we did. So started with the JL370. So I have the 3-inch lift. This is the dual sport lift. The reason it's a 3.0 instead of a 2.5 is because I have the high capacity coils. So it's a little bit high in the back right now. You've probably seen on some of my photos. I have the Bilstein 5100s because I got something else planned for the shocks on it. And then we've got the new high steer kit, which is great. And then I've got the front rear bumpers. I did the EX, so that's the full width bumper on the front. Oh, that Ram just peppered me. Oh, what an ass. Thanks, dude. That was the first time this whole trip that I've gotten rocks thrown up at the Jeep. So that's now you get to hear my disappointment. What a jackass. Anyway, all right. So got the bumpers, and then we put the brand new Warn Xeon XD winch in the front. So I think this is the first time that the AV has done one at the factory because they're pretty new. So that's pretty cool. So you have the new winch, synthetic rope. We've got Baja Designs lights. As far as the DOT or SAE, I guess what they call it, fog lights. I've got squadrons on the back, an amber for dust light, and a white one for backup light. We've got the AEV 7000 series lights in front of the winch on the hoop. And so that covers it for lighting. Oh, and then on the inside, I did the Baja Design dome light. Basically, the way you do it is you put it inside the windshield wiper, basically the windshield wiper assembly, and the cover there. And then you've got a dome light over the back of the vehicle, like where your drawers come out, or if you have a tailgate table or whatever. So got that there as well. And then moving to the chassis, on the diffs, I got AEV diff covers front and rear. I got the rear AEV diff slider. I think the front diff slider they didn't have, so they're going to send that to me later. And I also have the new heavy-duty adjustable AEV lower control arms in the front, so that's pretty cool. And on the inside, it's got the gauge overlay, and I've got the black painted top on the inside. So if you've ever been a Wrangler, very old school because the top is white on the inside and it's just really bright. And AEV has an option for you to paint the top black, which gives it just this like more serious look. And I think with the all black interior, the black top, this is the Mopar headliner panels, which come with this, it just seems serious and upscale. A couple other things I think I said in the previous deal I had at the 67 Designs phone holder, as well as the taser and the no limits. And then I also stopped by my friend Matt over at Jeep Graphics Studio, and he gave me the new shifter coins that are 3D printed in stainless steel. So that just really pluses up the inside and makes it look nice. And then this has the upgraded rock sliders that come on the 392. And then in the back I've got the AEV rear bumper with the mud flaps or splash guards, and I've got as well the 10.2 gallon fuel caddy. So obviously wheeling with a 392, you want to have gas, so I've got that. And the way AEV integrates it into the rear carrier is awesome because it's between the tire and the body, not on the other side of the tire, and so its center of gravity is closer to the center of the vehicle, so you don't get as much like porpoising and bobbing and stuff when the gas tank's full. And I think that's, and the shovel, the AEV shovel. So yeah, I think that's about it. Looking around and I'm trying to remember if there's any other stuff. So anyway, obviously it comes to me super nicely equipped. Oh, and the Savegri 2 wheels. So I went back to the Savegri wheels because it is my favorite AEV wheel, one of my favorite wheels of all time. And then I had it painted, custom painted by AEV. Bronze is the bronze that matches the 392 graphics that are on here as well. And it looks so good. I've already had literally 3 people so far on this trip. 1 at a rest stop, 2 in a parking lot, and they kept saying, wow, that's a beautiful Jeep. So that made me feel good. No ducks on it yet, but I had a couple people come up and say that this is one of the best looking Jeeps that they've ever had, or that they've ever seen. And I tend to agree. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and then the other thing is I have the Baja Designs 20-inch light bar underneath the bumper that I do in amber, so for bad weather and stuff, and then that's behind the AV skid plate. So lots of new upgrades over a standard Rubicon 392, and it's just a great package. And the nice thing is, it uses a lot of like factory stuff and bushings and things. They don't squeak as they age. They don't get all loose. They work really well. They're comfortable. They're more than capable if you want to go to Moab, overlanding, but they're really comfortable to drive long distances or daily driver, which is really important to me. And I know there's a lot of great race-inspired or rock crawling type kits out there, and those are all awesome. I've driven those vehicles. But the way this is set up is perfect for me and how I use this vehicle. I'm not going to take this and go do gnarly rock crawling in the hammer. So I don't need 40s and coilovers and all that crazy stuff. But I do need enough upgrades so I can get out there and enjoy it. But that's kind of a quick walkthrough of all the AEV stuff that's on here, and more to come, basically. So we'll talk soon. And about miles. So I'll be hitting about 1,200 miles in 2 days here in about an hour, and I did about 600 yesterday, so I did about 800 today, and it's not even sundown. I'll be in town before dinner, and then I can get a night's sleep and hopefully get some podcast stuff done and ready to go tomorrow. And I got to decide. I have to go to Monterey before I go home for another assignment, so I have to decide which route I'm taking through there. So we'll figure that out tonight, and I guess that's it for today. Look forward to bringing you along and updating you tomorrow. Oh, also, I've only had about 100 ounces of Dr. Pepper all day, just so we're clear.
The Truck Show Podcast is a production of Truck Famous LLC. This podcast was created by Sean Holman and Jay Tillis, hosted by Sean Holman, and uses production elements by DJ Omar Khan and Jay Tillis. If you like what you've heard, please open your Apple Podcast or Spotify app and leave us a 5-star review. And if you're a fan, there's no better way to support the show than by sharing it and patronizing our sponsors. Some vehicles may have been harmed during the making of this podcast.